Hi everybody, we're still thinking about fractions today. So before I start with our new learning, have a look at this shape and think to yourself, what fraction does it show? Excuse me. Think to yourself, what fraction does this show? What if I told you there's more than one answer? Have a think again, see if you can think of the two answers that this fraction shows. Okay, I've given you enough time to have a think about it. Some of you will have done the counting method. 1, 2 out of, let's make that more of a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 eighths. If that was you, you are absolutely right. Other people will have used the visualizing method, looking at the shape, thinking about splitting it into equal groups. I first cut it in half, then I cut it in half again. I've got 4 sections now that are the same size. So it's not out of 8 in this example anymore, it's out of 4, and we've cut one of them in. This is 1/4. If you spotted both ways, extra well done to you. That was one of the questions on yesterday's Quizzy Monday. Lots of people wrote 2 eighths. Some people wrote 1/4. Double thumbs up. Excellent job. Right, today's maths learning. Imagine you're going out for pizza. If you don't like pizza, imagine you're going to go and have some cake or some pie. And you have to share yours with somebody else. There are 2 of you eating one pie. On this one there are 4 of you eating the pie, and on this one there are only 3 of you eating the pie. To share that equally, we need to use our knowledge of fractions. Each person would get half, 1 out of 2. On this example, each person would get quarter. And on the final example, each person would get 1/3. And we can just look at it and decide that those are split equally. I mean, the half is easy to see, the quarter is quite easy to see, and then this one at the end, the third, is always a little bit trickier. What if it's not something big? What if we've got a bag of sweets that we need to share? Or what if we've got marbles that we're sharing out? We can't just cut all of the marbles in half. They'd be useless. We wouldn't be able to use them as marbles anymore. That's why we need to be able to find fractions of numbers. We need to be able to split numbers in half, in quarter, in third. And I'm going to show you 2 ways today, but we're going to concentrate on one. I've seen some people doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then looking for half, and then circling. That's really, really clever. That's really well done, but it gets a bit trickier when the numbers are bigger or when the fractions are smaller. So instead of this method today, we're going to be drawing pizzas. Now, if you've seen your activity already on Class Dojo, you've seen that I've drawn some pizzas for you as a bit of a reminder. We're going to draw our pizza and we're going to cut it in half because this shows half. And then we're going to share the number between the 2 halves. Imagine this is me, and this is you. We're going to share the 6 between me and you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do you have? How many do I have? So half of 6 is 3. Let's try that one again. Half of 6 is 3. Really important that they definitely got the same number in each section. In each fraction, in each half has to be the same. Otherwise it's not half. You could write this example down in your book or on a piece of paper to help you remember. You can pause the video to do that. I'm moving on to the next one. Half of 10. Why don't you have a go at this? Draw your pizza, cut it in half, and then share 10. You have a go now. Pause the video. Now you might actually know the answer to this straight away because you're really good at halving numbers just in your head. But lots of people will still need the pizza, and that's fine, because if we make a mistake, we can check where we went wrong if it's written down. If everything's done in your head, we cannot find out where you went wrong. We're not going to chop the top of your head off and have a look inside. Half of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Do be careful. Some people will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The answer is 10. No! How many do we each have? I have 5, you have 5. So the answer is 5. Don't just count them all. Only count one half. One half, not both halves. Okay, that's half. And that's the first part of your challenge on Class Dojo today. Once we've done half, we move on to quarter. Now, this was part of Quizzy Monday yesterday, and I asked people to use objects to help them. Well, today we're taking away the objects and we're using it written down to help us instead. So you start with a pizza, and what fraction? Quarter. Quarter. Half and half again. Half and half again. Draw my pizza, cut it in half and half again. That's how it could look in your book when you have a go at these activities. Now we're sharing 12. We've got extra fractions, extra sections here, so we've got to make sure we're counting very carefully. I'm going to start here and always go round this way, clockwise, just to make sure I don't accidentally put 2 in one box and only 1 in another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stop! There's only 12. I'm not putting 12 in each section. This is the number I reach. Okay, how many in each section? How many in each quarter? The answer is 3. A quarter of 12 is 3, and we can see that really clearly. If I get my magic pen and we just look at 1 quarter, we know there's 12 here, but let's look at 1 quarter, we can see that there is 3. Okay, the next one you're going to have a go at. So make sure you've got your piece of paper and a pencil ready. If you don't, pause the video and come back as soon as you have. A quarter of 20. My advice is do it really, really neatly. If you rush it, you won't put the right number of dots. Quarter of 20. Pause the video, have a go now. Now there'll be a couple of lazy bones out there who are waiting for Mr. Scullion to do all of the maths today. And that's fine now, sure. But in a minute you're going to have to do the independent maths. And if you haven't practiced doing it on your own, you're going to find it tricky. So do try and have a go at this before I show you how. What fraction? Quarter. That's half. Half again. 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. Double check. Yep, 4, 4. Great. Of 20. Counting slowly, making sure it's neat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, stop. I've got a magic pen so I can look at one area. I'm looking at 1 quarter. You just have to look at 1 quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Going to check that there's definitely 5 in another section too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm happy that I've shared them equally. So I've got 4 equal parts. I know it's a quarter, and the answer is 5. That's what a good one looks like. My answer's going to disappear now. But this is what a good one looks like. They're really spread out, really, really neat. I didn't rush. I took my time. I counted carefully. A lot of the time when people are doing this activity, they'll draw their pizza beautifully. They'll draw their pizza beautifully, put their quarters, and then this happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And people make mistakes because they haven't done their dots neatly enough. Take your time, draw your pizza neatly, draw your dots neatly. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bigger this number, the more dots you have to fit in, so think about that carefully, because you might have to make your pizza bigger or your dots smaller. Okay. Make sure you've got this example written in your book, so if you get stuck, you can come back to it and look, oh, that's what I need to do to find a quarter. Oh, yeah, I remember now, that makes sense. The answer is 5. Half and quarter. Really, really easy to draw with circles. Half, quarter. The next one is a third, and that's a bit more tricky. Third. Now, it's really hard to draw thirds. Start with your pizza. You've got to come down to the middle bit, and then come out here, and then go out there. It took me a lot of practice to be able to draw thirds like this. And if you can, woohoo, great! But the other thing you can do if it's thirds is change it from a nice round pizza to a square pizza. And then split it into 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. This is what you could do to help you find thirds. Or like this. Now these parts aren't all the same size. As long as you share this number in 3 parts, you will find a third. But don't start thinking that this shows a third really nicely, because if I was going out for pizza and you gave me this part, and you had this part or this part, I would be very, very grumpy and very, very hungry. Your choice for thirds, I'm going to choose the square because it's easier to cut into those 3 equal sections. And then it's exactly the same. Third of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only look at 1 third. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to check the other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And check this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. I'm happy that the answer is 4. Have a go at this example now. It's here for you, so pause the video. Yours could look exactly like mine. Okay, I'm moving on to the next one. 1/3 of 9. I'm going to draw my fractions again. There are my thirds. Nice and neatly, nice and carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3 in that section. Our answer is 3. Some of you will be thinking, hey, that's just like divide. You are right. This line here means the same thing as divide. We even see, if this is 1/3, it's in our divide symbol. Look, it's the same line. So we are sharing equally with fractions, just like we do with division. Here is the last example. So if you're finding it tricky, watch this back, because I've explained half, I've explained quarter, and I've explained third. You've seen exactly how to do all 3. Your activity today looks like this. We've got finding half are the first questions, and look, I've drawn you a pizza to show you what you could do in your book. Same with a quarter. I'm giving you an extra clue. Then we've got a third. They're a bit trickier. And then we've got now try these. Today, you must do finding half, you must do finding quarter, and you must do finding third. This last section is the extension. So if you're feeling confident, have a go at those, see if you can work out what you need to do. Now, I'm having a couple of people at the moment who aren't presenting their maths in the neatest possible way, and they're making mistakes because of it. So I thought I'd show you what a good one looks like. Here's an example of what it should look like in your book. A, half of, and then an example, let's use 8. 8. Then just underneath where you've written that number sentence, a neat circle, split in half neatly, and then shared 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer is 4. And then move on to B. Leave this side blank, because if you make a mistake and I say, hey, have another look at A, you can use this space to try to work it out again. The reason I'm saying make it look like this is because some people, unfortunately, are rushing their learning a little bit, and I'm worried that it would look like this. And that might look really, really funny to you right now, but it's not what I want to see in your maths book. Make sure everything is drawn neatly. Make sure you're taking pride and time and care in your learning, and I'll be able to send you personal best dojo points and virtual high fives. So please make sure it looks like this. For half. For quarter, it would look like this. Over to you, everybody. Send me a photo as soon as you've finished your maths learning, and we'll be doing more of this sort of thing tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Bye.